Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Smothers. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Wingo. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Black 14, Black 14. Ready, go!
Running inside, it's Smothers. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. A give to Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Misses badly on that one.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground, it's Davidson. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Right back to the well. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice move there. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Drives inside. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Smothers. He'll be dropped. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Powers inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for the marker. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. In the red area, it's Smothers. They were all over it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Throwing Manning. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Stopped right there.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quick give. It's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run him again. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Churns into the pile. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off-play action. Buying time to his right. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. This game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? It could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
Ready, go!
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Brown running left. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
Go! Ready! Ready, go!
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Second and long here. The play fake. Unleashes one. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
and the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action, here's Manning. Rolls right. Slings it downfield. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Long way to go on 2nd down. March Madness. Fires to the right. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Hart's going to spin it again. Right side, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tough run here, it's Brown. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Right at the line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, it's Davidson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Keeps it on the option. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. That's caught. It's Wingo. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Running inside. It's Smothers. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Longhorn. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The fake that wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Right back to it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Haynes. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. Not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for the edge. The pitch. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
On the run, it's Smothers.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making the adjustment. The give, running right, Brown. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Swapped immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Brown. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
30, 30. Check, check. 28, 29 bells. 28, 29 bells. 492, let's go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Rush right in his face. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like, understanding, this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Going with the counter play here. Drag down. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Manning on play action. He wants to go deep. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Manning. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Manning, under pressure, can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second and long here. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They need a huge play on third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Arch is going to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They want to see if they can score the deuce. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Straight ahead, it's Haynes. Can't get him to the ground. Enough to move the chains. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game,